Hey guys, I am back. I was literally over here like losing my whole mind. Like, what is going on with my internet? I was getting ready to like yell and scream. So I had to go make sure everything was like disconnected and make sure I am back because I am not sure what is going on. It shows I had like umpteen devices on there and I don't know if AT&T is having trouble. But I wasn't going to get off the live and not answer any questions because I know you guys are waiting for that. And that is just the opportunity for you to talk and ask questions. So I am back. I'll give you guys a minute to come on in. I did have some questions that were put on before, and I will go ahead and answer them. So whether you're watching this live, if you're still on, or you're watching this later on, that is certainly not a problem. I will go ahead and answer questions. Just a sec. Let me see if I can pull those back up. So come on back in, guys. So whether you're watching this live or you're watching this um, replay, let's see. I'm going back to the questions and I'm going to answer them. All right, guys, come on back in if you can see and hear me. I'm not sure why I have one pending, but I'll go ahead and remove it. Oh, goodness, guys, come on back in. I'm trying to get rid of all this stuff that's on here. I pretty much had to restart my whole network. So forgive me for that, guys. I was literally over here like pulling my hair out. Hey, Shay. Hey, Brittany. There's so much on here, guys. Like, I don't even know which one of these were the actual like live. I'm like, what is all of this? Let's see. All right, guys, come on back in. I have one that says it's coming up, so I want to get rid of that one. But I am here. Let's see. Come on in, guys, and ask your questions. Um, so sorry about this internet thing, but I'm not sure what is happening tonight. For mentoring, she said, did I miss you saying how to sign up for the mentoring? Hope you guys are having a good night. Yes. Yeah, I did put it in the other chat, but I'll put it in this one as well. Because I'm going back in here to find my chat. Hmm. All right, guys, come on back in. I'm just going back and looking at questions. I'm gonna put it in the chat box now. One of my water bottles fell. Sorry, boot camp new line chat. Okay, I'm gonna put it in the chat box now for you, Brittany. There you go, and I will pin it to the top. All right, so at the top is where you sign up for boot camp, and I'm gonna put where you sign up for mentorship. And the mentorship is down in the bottom. All right, guys, so I'm going in here to retrieve the chat because I don't really know how to retrieve the chat, but I'm retrieving the chat. So let's see. I'm literally just in here looking on how to do it. Uh, duh, 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 duh. Yes, I'm back. Thank you guys. I have to kick everything off of my internet. Like you guys see, I'm even closer because like I literally I was like, what? No. I'm like, no, this cannot be. I need to get back on. I didn't even answer questions. Is there someone that can explain to me how to enroll? I tried to do it with the two payments, but I'm having trouble. All right, tell you what. Let's do one sec, guys. Ah, hmm, my desk is too crowded. I need to move some of this stuff off of here. All right. So Shalita, right? Okay, Shalita, go to the sbntgroup.com/webinar. I'm going there with you, so I'm gonna walk through it with you on the sign up, right? Where did it go? Okay, there we go. Sorry. I'm moving stuff around on my desktop and I'm like, But my internet should be fine now, guys. I kicked everything off. Like, get off. So it should be perfectly fine now. All right, so go to the sbntgroup.com site. When you go there, just click on the boot camp. And then when you go to the boot camp enrollment page, it's going to ask you to fill in all the information there, the questionnaire. So you fill everything in, and then there should be like a check box. Hold on one sec. Shalita, are you there with me? Just click on boot camp. Are you there? Yes. Okay. Awesome. All right. So fill everything in and then check the box that says, please choose a payment option. Please choose a payment option before you click submit. Check that box and then check two payments, right? And then there's like a little math question that is just to get robots off our site because sometimes we have people, bots that go on the site and try to fill in forms and stuff like that. So that is just to prove you're a human. So just go ahead and do the math question. Then below that, you'll see the terms and conditions, select that, and then you can hit submit. If you want to make a payment right then and there, you can. You can click the option to submit a split payment, and that is the one where you can pay like a half of it now, and the rest of it, you'll see the details when you click on it. It'll say two payments of $250 each, one by October 31st, the second payment by November 15th. You can click on that and submit the payment. If you don't want to submit the payment right then and there, you can submit the enrollment form. But if you need to come back and make the payment later on, you will go back to the same page. You don't have to fill anything in, as long as you filled it in right now. And then just click on one of the two payment options to submit your payment. So once you fill in the information there in the enrollment box, select a payment option. Is going to open up the payment in a separate screen, like on a different screen. And you can submit your enrollment form because you will need that. And then you can make the payment on the separate screen. If you're not making your payment right now, still select your payment option, do everything else, and hit submit. But by the 31st, whatever option you choose, you can come back and just click it. You don't have to fill out the enrollment form again. All right? Tell me how that works for you, if that helped or if you're still having trouble. Let me see. I'm going back in the other chat. All right. So I'm going through the old chat to answer questions. Um, Thank you. It says registration sent. Awesome. Perfect. So that's basically all you need to do. So if you say split payments and you're not making a payment today, that's fine. Your registration needs to be sent in, but just know your enrollment is not complete until you actually have a payment in. And also once we are full, the form will probably get disabled on there. The mentoring program, Toya, is just indefinite. It's however long you want to be mentored. But the boot camp is pretty much 3 months. So the mentorship program is kind of like about a year. You're paying like 11.99 a month, but it's not something that's giving you like you're paying monthly for it. So it's up to you how you long you want to continue with it. Oh, let's see. Still going back to live chats, guys, but uh going back to the questions, guys. So please drop your questions in the box. If you see me looking away, I am just looking at comments and questions on my phone here. All right, let's see. All right, guys, don't forget, come on back in, ask your questions. I'm going back into the last live to address questions that were asked there. So that's basically all that I'm looking at now. Come on in and ask question, guys. Come on in. This is your time. This is your time. And I purposely came back on because I want to make sure that I give you guys an opportunity to ask questions. So please, please, please ask away. And I'm going back for old questions. Well, not really old questions, but questions that were asked in the last one. Sorry, guys, I don't want to be on here quiet at all. Okay, someone was asking about, hold on a second. Who was this here? Oh gosh, guys, these questions are taking forever to come up. So please go ahead and ask away in the chat box again. I am so, so sorry about that, guys. All right, so I have one. Do you prepare taxes for people who live out of state? Absolutely, yes, Sabrina. Majority of my clients are not local. I would say about 80% of them are not. They're not local, but I do have a few, especially my older clients. They prefer to come in, sit in front of me, and do their taxes. They just like doing it. It's like a thing for them to do every year. So yes, I do taxes. Some of my preparers, they also want me to do their taxes. It's just pretty much, whoever wants our service, we offer it. So that is definitely not an issue. All right. Let's see. So, 1 second. Someone was talking about difficulties and not being, who was this? Not being able to pay for the, okay. So was it Corinne? I don't know if she's back on. Corinne, if you're back on, and anybody else that is on that is having some financial difficulties, you have to try to, as far as like getting through the pandemic If you're not able to get, and I'm sorry for those of you guys who are really having a hard time financially, you're not the only one. Understand that this is something that is going on globally as far as like people having to do a lot of different things to make changes to their lifestyle and also to adapt to, just I would call like a limited or restricted income. So I definitely understand and how that can be as far as anyone that don't have the funds right now. What I recommend for you guys is just to try. You can go on Uber if you have a car and you can drive. Uber pays you right then and there. So you can literally go out and do Uber in the day if you want to earn extra. This is just a time that you have to just put your game face on and just go out and do what you can to take care of yourself and take care of your family. This is not just about, getting, doing boot camp or doing anything else. This is basically just you need to start thinking of ways that you can actually earn a living in the midst of all of this. Uber is really simple, really easy. Now that we all know how this virus is spreading, it's spreading um, by people spreading it in the air, by the air that they breathe, coughing, sneezing, talking, laughing. That's how it's spread. So if you have a car and you're going to go out and do Uber and you want to be safe, make sure you get an N95 face mask, which is the highest quality one. It's they're basically saying that that's the best form of protection. The N95 mask is the white one, has a little different type of texture. If you want to be, extra safe, make sure Uber now requires that their passengers, everyone that is riding in Uber, wears a face mask. So they will have a mask on when they come in. It's up to you to make sure they keep the mask on and make sure you have Lysol or something so when someone leaves the car, you can spray down, give yourself a minute or so before you take another client in. And you just make sure they're not sitting in your front seat or anything like that. They're at least 6 feet away from you. You can do it safely. There's a lot of people, if you don't want to carry passengers, you can do Uber Eats, you can do Lyft, you can do a lot of different things that's out here now just to make sure that you're making ends meet. I always tell my people, do not sit and wait for opportunity. Go out and create your own. If you're a person that can cook, this is a time where a lot of people do not like cooking. Cook something. You can sell it. You can sell it on Facebook. You can advertise on Facebook. You can advertise on Instagram. There's a lot of things you can do. If you're a person that can do braids, if you can do nails, you can do hair, you can do whatever it is. As long as you're not running an entire salon out of your garage, which I think, your city or state might have a problem with, you want to do what you can to make sure that you're sustaining um, and that you are taking care of what you need to take care of as far as your bills, your family, and things of that nature. I will never ever tell someone that they should go above and or above their means or to spend their last dime on doing something. If you're not able to take advantage of this right now, I understand that is definitely something that I can understand of all people. But I would recommend not just for this, you have to kind of try to see what you can do to help yourself throughout the pandemic to see if you can subsidize, so you see if you can add to your income. And that is just overall. If you can't afford to do something right now, that's perfectly fine. But you still need to try to see if you can sustain throughout the pandemic, especially if you have a family or you have children and things like that. You definitely want to make sure that you're doing all that you can so that you can stay afloat. Let me see what else is going on up in here. Guys, I'm having to go to like 3 different lives, so forgive me. But ask your questions over here. I'm live and I can see you, so definitely ask your question. Let's see what else is over here. Where's my video? And let's see. Hold on. Hey Linda. Hey Linda. Hey Linda. Sabrina. Oh yeah, did I say hi to Sabrina? If I didn't, I'm saying it now. One sec, guys. I'm going back to comments. I don't know if it'll allow me to see it here, but I'm gonna try because it's like showing me a little. Apparently, some of it works and some of it does not work. So, guys, I'm still going through to see comments. But let me go ahead and address what's in the chat box. Hey, A Forward Journey, welcome back. She said, are you willing to consult with someone in your own area in Jackson? Absolutely. My office is right over here. If you're in Jacksonville, I'm right over on the like in the Regency area. You can call me if I'm not. Well, definitely call me. But yes, I can definitely consult. Brittany says, just looked at the link for mentoring. We'll sign up tomorrow for membership. Perfect. That's not a problem. Corinne says, is this the third live tonight? It could be. I'm not sure. I've tried several, so I'm just making sure I come back and so you guys can ask your questions. Absolutely. If I'm disconnected, I will definitely come back on and try to give you guys that opportunity because I've said a lot and I want you guys to have an opportunity to ask your questions. And remember, guys, you can ask a question on whatever topic you want to ask a question on. It's fine. All right, let's see. All right, so let's see. One. All right, guys, do you have just a mentor program and how much is that for? The mentorship program is actually $100 down and $11.99 per month. And that's just a regular mentorship that you do on a monthly basis. Sorry, guys, I see like some of the chat and I still can't seem to get the rest of it to play back. Yes, Corinda, the regular mentorship is 100 down and $11.99 per month. Sorry, guys, I'm still going back to comments, so you guys can definitely ask questions in the chat box here. I'm going back to the previous chat and trying to read the comments from I'm sorry, the previous lives and trying to read it from there. Let's see. Corinne, I went over that in the last live about what that mentorship program includes. I went about that in depth on the very first live that I did about that mentorship. I'm not sure if you caught any of that, but that's on the very first one. I went on about that one in depth, so you can definitely check that one for in depth. I don't want to okay, now let's see. I think I have the comments back. I don't want to kind of go backwards to confuse you guys at all. But yes, Corinne, I did go over that in detail on the very first live that I did tonight. One second. On what it entails. All All right, I'm going back in comments. Yes, it's on it's the very first one. It says free mentoring. It says streamed 2 hours ago. That one has all the information, the introduction to both the mentoring and the mentoring, the consulting, the boot camp, all of that is there. Okay, now the chat is showing up. Oh, thank God. So I had to go hunt for this one. All right, so someone says, is there someone that can... Okay, no, that's different. Okay, so I did answer the one about the difference between mentoring and boot camp. I did answer that on the first one as well. On the very first live, I did address the mentoring versus boot camp. I just seen that on something else. Wait, what questions is it showing me here? Sorry, guys. This is real life and this is live. Of course, we all know that nothing in this life is perfect. Nothing in this life ever works the way that we want it to work. So there are going to be instances when we most definitely have to just adapt. So this is just one of those instances where we have to do just that. So give me just a moment, and I'm still continuously going back to the live chat. Okay, so this one says this is dropped. I think this one might be the first one. Live chat. All right, guys, while I'm over here, let's see. Guys, go ahead and ask your question. If you asked it on another live, it's going to take me a minute to actually go back. What I probably will do is just go and actually do that when I'm done here, because this is not showing me every single thing and I'm having to go back to each. But I can tell you if there's something that I discussed earlier, if there's a topic that I've already covered in the video, then I will definitely tell you that it's something that was covered in another on the very first one. So that much I can tell you. So you guys, give me your questions. I have some in here. What I will do is, it's not showing me all the comments just at once. It's kind of like I'm having to replay the whole thing and see the chat as it pops up. So that's definitely going to take some time because I'm going to have to watch it and see when the chat pops up. So I'd rather you guys ask questions. So I got a text message from someone, and someone says, I do not have a website to market my business, but I just got my commission, my certificate, and my stamp. I know the steps I need to take, but to get started with business, and how to, which is kind of like my EIN, business plan, etc. I would like to build my skills on actually notarizing now. So if you're trying to build your skills on notarizing, you definitely want to do mentoring. Let's see. And the other one is, my question is to you is, should I wait until I get all of these items set up in place, or before I do your boot camp or mentoring, or also based on where I am now, the very early stages, choosing a business name, which would you recommend I do, boot camp or mentoring? If you already know all the steps that you need to take, you definitely would need boot camp. Boot camp is pretty much what I would recommend, because boot camp is going to give you more individualized attention. It's going to give you more targeted things to do. And since you already know the direction that you want to go, boot camp is definitely what I would recommend. If you're not sure what you want to do, but you just want to figure out, ways to build on your business and get to that place, then yes, mentoring is what I would recommend you start with. And if you just don't know whether you need mentoring or boot camp, you can do a consultation. So that's something that you can schedule if you want to do a consultation for like 30 minutes to ask questions. You can do that. You can send me an email to schedule that as well. Let's see. So guys, I have a part 2 to the WOSB video that I didn't do yet, and I scheduled it for Monday because I'm waiting on answers. I have not gotten those answers yet, but as soon as I get them, I'm going to come back and share those with you guys. I just got a little pop-up over here because I was asking a question about getting my questions back. Someone says, do we need to become a notary before boot camp? Not necessarily, but if you already know what you need to do, no, you don't. It probably would be easier for you if you're not yet a notary, uh, um, because you're basically like getting a start from scratch. But you don't have to have it because we tailor everyone. When we ask you to fill that questionnaire out, we are basically targeting who we're taking in. We're giving them targeted duties, things that they need to do. So we're giving you assignments based on what you answer on there. For example, if you say you're already a signing agent, we're not going to teach you how to become a signing agent. If you say I'm already, I'm a notary and I'm not a signing agent, we're going to teach you how to become a signing agent. Matter of fact, you will become a signing agent within a matter of days if you, or even hours if you follow what we tell you, because we're going to tell you exactly how to do it. Let's see. I'm just checking to see if it's ready to give me anything. Nope. Still processing. All right, guys. So what other question you guys have for me? What are you guys doing right now? For those of you who are currently notaries, what are you doing right now to try to build your business, to build your brand? What are you doing right now in the midst of this pandemic to get general notary work? Let me know in the chat box. What are you guys doing? You're already a notary. What are you doing now to get work? Let me know in the box, all right? I'm getting some of your questions back because the videos they've processed. So I'm getting some questions back from the last one. So while I'm doing this, I want you guys to go ahead and let me know, what are you doing now to get jobs? Regular notary, people who already have their notary commission, what are you doing now to get notary work, to get assignments? How are you marketing your business? Anyone? You guys are not doing anything at all? Please tell me you guys are doing something to get work out here. For those of you who are notaries right now, please let me know you're doing something. Are you just have your notary commission? You guys are not doing anything? Baptiste says that I'm in Michigan. Are you teaching in general or for each state? Guys, I've answered this question about about 20 times already. Let me tell you guys. Mentoring is for everywhere. Everywhere. Your notary rules and notary laws will go based on where you live. Okay? So I mentor people everywhere. So it doesn't matter where you're located. I'll give you information based on where you're located. All right? So don't feel as if, you know what, I'm not going to be able to do this because I'm not in Florida. No, 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 no. You can do this wherever you are. Hmm. This one is not wanting to give me all my stuff back. Okay. So a forward journey says, so far I have a Google business page. Congratulations. That is the first step. A lot of you are probably like, so? No, that is a huge step. Perfect. That is the perfect. She said, I'm currently on the NNA listing for signing agent certification, but not yet received any work. Okay. So I would say to do a little bit more research and try to get into some of the platforms that offer notary signing jobs. Everyone on here who's a signing agent already probably already know about a signing company that she can sign up for. If you're a signing agent, help your fellow boss out. Tell her where she can go to sign up to get more jobs. You guys drop it in the comments. It won't be Sheikah said, it would be one of you guys said. So tell her what else she can do to get jobs as a signing agent. You guys know where she can go. Vince34 says, I have a website and I market to hospitals and nursing facilities near me. Oh my Jesus, Vince, you're gonna make me get up and be nice. Sorry, I said Vince. I don't know why I saw Vince. Dyslexia. Anyways, Be Nice says, I have a website and I market to hospitals, nursing homes, and facilities near me. I'm working on doing SEO on my website as well. Oh my God, on a streak. Oh yes. And Google my business page, Snapback, sign in order, and signing catch. Girl, guy, whoever this is, you're on a roll. Absolutely. So, my person, who was it that was up here? A forward journey. Do you see those nuggets that this fellow boss just dropped in the chat box? Those are valuable. That's all I'm going to say. Anyone else that wants to tell me what else are you doing? Let me ask you guys a question. How many of you have a separate phone for your business? Can you tell me how long you did it for? You switch from part-time to full-time. I work full-time. I did it for 6 months part-time, then I switched to full-time. In 6 months, I was getting enough signings where I could pay my bills. And at that point, once I was confident that I can pay my bills, then I switched to full-time. But I wasn't going to do it if I can't pay my bills. So guys, don't go out here quitting jobs. make sure Make sure you have a backup plan. If you're going to quit the job and go full force in the notary and signing agent, you're not getting enough, be prepared to back that up with some Uber or Lyft or something else. Don't go out here listening to these people that are already established in the game and then just jump off the cliff, okay? Take it from me, all right? Take it from moi. You don't want to do that. So, what I want you to do is to take it step by step. Do not jump off of a cliff at all. Take it step by step because that is the easy and safe way to go. You don't want to take on too much too fast, and you don't want to not do anything. And I'm sorry, guys. I'm still waiting on these comments because I'm just like, huh. Just receive wait a minute. Lydia says you can oh wait. Somebody else said something. Linda says trying to get that government contract. I have a separate phone. Got got to have a backup. Awesome. Someone says I have Google Voice. Google Voice is awesome. There's also another there's different options right now to get a second phone. But yes. Jelena says, in the state of Pennsylvania, do you know where I can complete the 3-hour course to apply for initial notary license? And what's a reasonable expected fee for the course? Thanks. Um, Lydia already says, Jalinda, you can complete it at the Pennsylvania Notary Association. Awesome. I'm loving this, guys. I am so loving this. Like, thank you so much, Lydia. That is oh, V Nice is in Pennsylvania as well. What do you know? Jelena, look at that. There's a fellow, you guys can so connect and network in Pennsylvania. So V Nice, can you tell Jelena, Jelinda, sorry, how you got your notary done in Pennsylvania? Can you please tell her how to do it? This is basically what I love to see in the community. This is what it is about. Each one teach one. I love it. I love it. I love it. And while you guys are doing that, I'm over here getting into my resources so I can give you guys info. Places to take the class. 3-hour class. The training. Boom. Let's see. Let's see. Become. Okay. So the 3-hour course is Hold on, let me see what the facilities are. Okay, these are the providers, and I will give you a link in the chat box. All right. So I'm going to. Sorry, guys. 1 second. So, Jalinda, there's a link for you, my dear. And so let's see what else is going on. Took a notary through V9 says took notary through National Notary Association, or you can go through the Pennsylvania. You do the online, then that happens. Then what happens is you have to wait for email to come to register for the test. Oh my God, V9, thank you. Lola, hey Lola. Lola says, I'm loving this too. I just became a notary public in Texas. I have a lot of people in Texas. Texas, yes, I do. And wanting to become a loan signing agent, I do have to take a course to take the test, or do I have to take the course, take the test, or can I just take the test on my own? Oh no, don't attempt to take it on your own. You will fail miserably. You need resources. Sorry, I didn't mean to say it like that, but no, no, that signing agent test is serious. Okay, it's serious. You have to take the test or you have to study material. There's a lot of material on there. We have a study exam on our notary platform. I can tell you guys we have 100% success rate on it, but you want to study for that test. I don't know why my mind is like, Chico, why you said that? But yes, you definitely want to study, and there's multiple different materials you can study for that. Lola says, Lola already answered. Okay, Lydia says, I got mine in 2014. What? Congratulations, you're almost a veteran notary. Go girl. Well, no, you're not almost. You're a veteran. What state are you in, Lydia? You said, are you in Pennsylvania too? Were you the one that says you're in Pennsylvania? How long does Pennsylvania give their notary commissions for? Is it 4 or 5 years or 10 years? I think North Carolina is like, not North Carolina, South Carolina, I think it's like 10 years. She said it was really easy, about $350 with bond and E&O. Huh. The E&O is $350. Well, you might have took it for the whole commission term, which is awesome. Delinda says, thanks, Mashika, Miss Lydia. Thank you guys all for the valuable information. Julia, she put her information in the box. She's serious. She said, listen, I'm a part of this community. Call me. Serious though, nosy.
I don't have a phone number for this contact. Who would you like to call?
I don't want to call nobody, Siri. Cut off. And stop spying on me.
Okay. I won't.
4 years is I'm so sorry, guys. I forget that I'm live and I'm just acting like you guys are not watching me live. But yes, me and my phone do have conversations when it tries to do things I don't want it to do. So please forgive me. I forgot that you guys can hear that as well. So yeah, forgive me. Anyways, let's see. Make sure, V9 says, make sure once you get your notary commission, don't let it expire because they force you to start as a newbie, meaning you have to go to the site and take the test. Otherwise, it's online as a renewal. Definitely, that's a gem. Awesome, guys. Welcome back, guys. If you guys are watching right now, we're in the late night session. Just ask questions, we will answer. Okay. Give this video a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. If you are a part of the family, welcome back. Drop your questions over here. Tell me what's going on, what you're struggling with. Any comments, questions, suggestions, whatever you need over here, go ahead and drop it in the box. Also, you guys, while I was on live, my partner sent me a message saying that he will contribute $20 to. Wait a minute, hold on a sec. Let me get my phone. Let me tell you what he said. Okay, he said he will contribute $50. Sorry, to Corinne for the somebody with 60. Corinne with 60. Okay, sorry. My partner's always watching is on here too. I will contribute $50 to Corinne that with the children towards the boot camp if she wants to do that or if anybody else wants to contribute to it. Okay, guys. So my partner says he will contribute $50 towards Corinne with the children. I don't know if it's one Corinne or two Corinne. They say with the children, so I don't know if there was somebody. It was the same Corinne or I think it is Corinne with the children. My partner says he will contribute $50 towards your boot camp. If anyone else wants to contribute, you guys, you can drop it in the comment box. You can drop whatever you want to contribute. If you want to help her, you can contribute $10, $5, a dollar, whatever you guys want to do. If you guys want to do it, I'm in no way, shape, or form forcing you guys to do anything. But he just sent me a message to let me know that he will do that. He will contribute $50. And if anyone else wants to help her with it, to say so. And then we can arrange that. So let us know in the chat box if you guys want to do that. All right. So that's $50 off, Corinne, if you want to do the boot camp. Someone's helping you with $50. Let's see. Hold on one second. Someone says I found a $600 scanner for $90 today. What? OMG, that is awesome. Was it laser? I hope it was laser. That is too awesome. Hold on, let me see. I got another message, guys. One sec. Hold on one second. Let's see. All right, guys. So for those of you who are what? Okay. So my partner is like daring me to match Corinne's the $50. So, all right, Corinne, I will donate $50 too. So I'll do 50. My partner will put 50. So that's $100. So Corinne, you have $400. That if you can come up with that, you can do it. And anyone else, if you guys want to chip in, you can do it. So yes, I'll match the $50. That would force me to match $50. I didn't even sign up for that, but okay, fine. I'll take it. I'll challenge. Okay, fine, I did it. All right, let's see. Ms. Brown says $350 for the bond and the E&O. Okay, and that goes for your entire 4-year commission, right, Ms. Brown? Yes, for the 4 years, Lydia says. Okay, awesome, guys. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, guys. So let me tell you guys about what's going on with COVID and me going out to clients, right? This is just a tip for you guys. What is that on my laptop? Does it move? Okay. All right. I see what it is. Ms. Brown says, I'm in South Carolina and I was wondering. So guys, let me tell you guys what I've been getting a lot of in the past week or so. I've been getting a lot of people from, as I mentioned, healthcare facility, nursing home, hospital, stuff like that. But they're not allowing you to go inside. I've been to the Mayo Clinic a couple of times and I had to do temperature check and wear mask and gloves or whatever, and they only will allow me to get to the lobby. They won't allow me to go up to the rooms, and then they bring people down to a designated the ones that can come down to a designated area. Some of them are doing FaceTime and what is that, video calls and stuff like that. So you guys might want to start, for those of you who, if you notice, I posted something about remote notary. For those of you who are in states where they can do remote notary, that may be something you want to start doing remote notary, because that may be beneficial. Now let your clients know, because I use come on brain, come on brain, Doc Verify as my RON provider, and Doc Verify works well with Chrome. So if you're doing it with Doc Verify, tell your clients they need to have access to Chrome. It doesn't have to be Chrome on a laptop. It could be Chrome on a phone or tablet or any other device. They also have to get their document sent to you by email, scan it and send it to you. But as you guys know, there are different apps that you can use to scan documents on your phone. So it's just a matter of taking some time to send the document to you, and then you don't have to be physically there with the person. If you're in a remote notary state, you can pretty much just do remote notary, and that would be awesome. Now, for me, I'm still going out to clients because they're allowing me to go out to a certain extent. But if there's ever a shutdown in your state, which some states may be heading to that, you guys can see how I feel about that. Because I feel like we shouldn't have to shut down because we should all be wearing masks and stuff. But hey, that's just my opinion. Just can't, not my world, just living in it, right? So I have to kind of just do what I can and just let everything else go. All right, but if you're going out, those are some of the hot spots you guys want to focus on. Every week I will give you guys hot spots. Another thing, if you are a return preparer, if you're a preparer, you the IRS has now opened the PTIN registration and renewal for 2021, which is the upcoming tax season. Make sure that you go on and register or renew your PTIN. Sorry, register and renew your PTIN. It's now $39.95 through the IRS to get a PTIN. It is no longer free. I have a video on my in the community that is what is remote online notary. Please, guys, it's provided by the National Notary Association. It is highly recommended that you watch that, because the last time I was on, some people were confusing remote online notary with electronic notary, and they're two separate things. They're not the same. So please watch that video so you guys know the difference between the two. Also, there is a website that provides forms that I told you guys about, that is also in the community. You guys can use that to go and get forms. I've also had to use a Mark of X form, and I'm actually I have another one that's scheduled with a Mark of X form. A Mark of X, and I'm throwing this out here for free because normally this is not something I'm throwing out for, unless it's to a subscriber or something. I'm throwing this out here for free, right? So a Mark of X form is basically for customers who cannot sign. So say, for example, they've had a stroke, God forbid, they've had a stroke or something, they've had some kind of accident, they cannot physically sign anything, then you can still notarize the document as long as you can communicate with them and that they're in a state that you believe they are conscious and they're alert and awake. Then you can communicate with them. So even if they can't really speak, follow your state rules when it comes to notary things, right? When it comes to notary rules. But a Mark of X is basically, for example, a customer will have a document that, hold on, I'm going to pull up a Mark of X real quick and I'll tell you guys. I'll give you guys the wording for Florida. Now, different states might have different stuff, but I'm going to tell you guys for Florida what the Mark of X is kind of like, right? So the Mark of X first of all, it's a notary certificate, a notarial certificate that you can attach to another document, right? So it's not going to be the on the form that the customer is going to give to you. So this is something you have to go online and download on your own, okay? On your own. You're not able to get this from, the customer is not going to have a Mark of X. So you have to actually go online and get a Mark of X form. When you get the Mark of X, well, not form, but certificate, when you get the Mark of X certificate, then you can go in and notarize for the customer, and the customer will be signing just in the box where it has an X. Hold on. Let me pull one up on my screen. Geez, I wish I was screen sharing with you guys. Guys, I'm going to do a live where I do screen share so I can show you guys some stuff sometimes. So you guys can see what it looks like, because, or you know what, I'm going to do you guys a total complete solid. I'm going to post one on the community, so make sure you go over there and look. So when I'm done, I'm going to post it so you get a feel of what it looks like if you've never done a Mark of X before. So like I said, the Mark of X is someone that cannot sign. So they cannot physically sign a document. And this is some of the things I teach you guys in boot camp and in mentoring and stuff like that. So if they cannot physically sign, they're going to sign something that's going to have, for example, first of all, for Mark of X in the state of Florida, you're required to have 2 witnesses, right? So 2 witnesses, that is not the notary. So the notary, 2 witnesses, and that person. Witnesses can be whoever, doesn't matter. In financial situations, there may be some different, stipulations as to witnesses for that document, but for Mark of X, the witnesses is just 2 witnesses, all right? So the Mark of X is going to have like a line at the top that has the person's first name, last name. Right below the first and last name, you will see something that says his or her mark. And then that mark is where, that line is where the customer is going to go ahead and put their X. So I'm going to get a sample Mark of X form right now, and I'll download it to the community so you guys can see it. Now, my notaries, all my fellow notaries, please, please, please become familiar with these procedures, because as this pandemic may escalate even further, you might have people that are in positions that they cannot sign, meaning that they cannot physically sign. They're not able to sign, right? So you can definitely take advantage of the Mark of X. Also in Florida, I don't know about other states yet, because I have not actually checked with my resources to see, but there is an option in Florida for notary acknowledgement or signature affixed by a notary. In the state of Florida, if you're a notary, you can sign for the client, okay? You can sign for the client. I'm not going to give you too much detail on this, but you can sign for the client. So I want you to do some research on that. For the state of Florida notaries, you can apply the signature for your client if your client cannot sign. There are some rules on that. It is in your Florida notary manual, governor's notary manual, reference manual for the state of Florida. Definitely check that out. That is your homework for this week. As the situation with the pandemic escalates, as I mentioned, you may find more and more people that cannot sign. I've had a few, some that can do X, which is great. And one tip, when you go to especially your elderly clients, give them a practice scratch piece of paper for them to practice on first. I have a notepad in my, I don't know where my pen went. But anyways, I have a notepad in my notary bag, and I just give them the notepad if I'm there with them. If I'm not able to get in there, which is now I can't, it's just a nurse through the window or through the door, I give them the notepad and I show them and I tell them mark an X, because I want to see what their X looks like. If they cannot mark a clean X, a X that is visible to me, I'm not going to go with Mark of X. I'm going to go with signature affixed by notary. The reason for that is if they can't make an X, why stress them? It might be a really good reason why they cannot do the X. And if they're okay with going with signature by notary, again, these are forms that you, the notary, should have. Then that's what I'm going to use. All right? Don't stress your clients. That's a part of being a full service notary, knowledgeable professional, knowing what you're doing, and coming up with solutions to different problems that may arise while you're doing your notary. All right. I'm going back in the chat box. Guys, don't forget, ask questions, please. I love when you guys ask questions. It's not a problem to me, okay? Um, Linda says, I go into homes, I wear a mask, and I bring hand sanitizer and separate pens. Yes. What I was doing in the beginning of the pandemic, I was throwing the pens away. I wear gloves, I wear a mask. I tried the face shield. I sweat like a pig and it was running all down. My hair was flipping all left and right. If you're on my Facebook group, you probably see the live I did when I was going to the Mayo Clinic one time and I had the face shield. But there's two different types of face shield. There's one that looks like a sunglasses, like it goes over your ears, and it's just like a little. It looks like sunglasses with a big shield, right? Those are good because they kind of ventilate a little bit. They don't get too hot. And they don't fog up as much. But if you're gonna go with the one that's a face shield at the top, the one that goes all around your head, which lets no air in the top, nothing in, you're gonna sweat like a pig, and also it's gonna fog up. And when it fogs up, it's gonna get your mask wet. What I'm saying is, just don't bother. It's not gonna be worth it. What I would recommend is get some clear goggles, right, and a face and a mask if you want to protect your eyes. Okay. Just goggles that are sealed all the way around and mask. N95 mask is the strongest protection, they said. All right. Toya says, I work in a hospital. I was asked to be a witness to a power of attorney signing the patient. Signing. The patient was not really able to sign. I didn't see the notary doing a mark X. The notary basically just stood there. I said, what? What? They stood. Guys, don't let that be you. Don't let that be you. Just like you see how Toya just came back and just said, the notary just stood there. That's exactly what the customer is going to tell their family and friends and whatever, is that I wasn't even able to sign, and oh, my dad, my mom, whoever, it wasn't even signed, and the lady just stood there. Yeah, pretty much. You have to know your stuff. When I tell you I go out here knowing my stuff, I go out here knowing my stuff. I know exactly what to do. I have a backup plan for majority of the situations you will face as a notary. I have a backup. Don't go out here and be the person that Toya is going to be like, they just stood there. The customer can't sign. So if the customer cannot sign, doesn't mean the customer is incapable of making a choice or decision at that time. They just can't physically sign. What about a person who's physically disabled and they can't sign? So they can't have things notarized? No good. Not at all. You're a professional. You should have solutions for that. See, that's why I tell you guys, join boot camp. Okay? Join boot camp. I will show you better than I can tell you. She said, while the patient struggled to sign. That would have made me upset if that was my family member. That would have made me upset because when people are in hospitals and nursing homes and things like that, they're already stressed. They're already tired. They're already ill. They're already going through something. Why would you stress them about signing a piece of paper, knowing that the law allows for them to have other options? I would be miserable. I would not be happy about that whole situation. Like, what? Like, the notary themselves can sign in most states. There's just different rules that applies, and they can do a mark of X. So why let the customer sit there and struggle? So if the customer struggles and makes a Nike check mark, that's what you're going to put on the paper for signature? No, that's not professional at all. There's a lot. And you see, this is what I say when I say, know what you're doing out there. Know the limitations of your job as a notary, what you can and cannot do. You're a professional. You're an expert. People come to you. Do you know that in some countries, this is why most states remind you, the notary, that you're not an attorney, you're not allowed to give legal advice, you're not allowed to do this, because most places around the world, notaries are like paralegals or attorneys, assistants, and all this stuff. They're like people who know their stuff. They're not people who are just out here randomly doing whatever. They know their stuff, and they normally would go to a notary to get documents prepared. Even in some Hispanic countries, they are called notarios or something like that. They are professional people that is almost the level of an attorney. You are supposed to know your stuff, guys. You have to know your stuff. That's all I can say. Stuff. Anyways, guys, the patient doesn't have family. The patient wanted to sign over everything to her friend. That must have been a good friend, really good friend. I guess they just wanted to get it over with. Hmm, hmm, mm-mm. It's just not how I do business. Mm-mm. No, 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 no. I once waited at the hospital with a group of with a client and some family members for someone to actually um, get out of physical therapy because I got there and they were late for physical therapy. And then when I got there, they were like, "Oh, the person is in physical therapy. Can you come back?" Blah blah blah. And the family was like, "Please don't leave because if you leave, we're not sure when we're all going to be able to come back again to get this done. So can you stay? We'll pay extra, whatever, whatever." And I just stayed and just watched TV and made money while I was keeping the chair warm until the client was done with physical therapy. And then they just came in and was like, "Oh, room full. Yes, we're all waiting for you. Welcome." This was before COVID, of course. I wouldn't have been in the room. But anyways, yes. Let me see. Let's see. Uh, hmm. Ms. Brown says, "Yeah, I was just reading that on the application for South Carolina." See, I'm telling you guys, I won't lead you over the bridge. I'm telling you stuff that I know. Check with your state. Trust me, as long as you know what you can and cannot do as a notary, you will become a total expert. Okay? It's Keisha says, "Happy Friday, Shika. Thanks for great information. You are getting me all the way over here in Bama. Hello." She said, "I'm late catching up on everything, but I I'm here." Awesome. Thank you so much for joining in. First Diva says, "Just arrived. Feel like I missed a lot." Sorta, a little bit, but not too much. You can always ask. All right, guys. So the hot topic this week is, and I'll give you a hot topic probably every week. Well, there's topics this week. Hot topics this week is remote notary and healthcare facilities needing notaries, and get familiar with clients who are disabled that cannot sign, get familiar with the mark of X, get familiar with notary signature applied by notary or signature affixed by notary, because those are some of the options that you will have if your client is physically unable to sign. Okay? So those are some of the big ones that I've had this week. Make sure you become familiar with that. So in the event you're called to go do something, I'm also going to teach you guys something in the boot camp that is called a intake. Intake, like when the customer calls, there's some questions you need to ask, regardless of what they ask you. When they say, "Oh, hey, how much you charge for a notary?" I charge for $5 a stamp. Some people say that. $5 per stamp. Okay, what time do you guys close? We close at 6. Okay. All right. Thanks. Bye. Not in Chica land. Not at all. No, there's way more that needs to happen on that phone call. More. So that's something I will teach you guys on the boot camp. Toya says, "Thank you, Shika, for your time. You are appreciated." Thank you guys so much. I appreciate the love and the support. And I will continue to guide you guys and give you information as much as I can. Guys, the community, I'm going to check out. The community is something that is brand new that is now available on my channel. I'm going to do some more research in the community, get familiar with that, and start adding little itty bitty things there so you guys can go and get information. Anything that I feel that would be helpful to you guys that I can share, I will put it there. I already told you guys that I'm going to show you a sample of a Mark of X form because that's my hot topic this week. That is my hot ticket. I've had a lot of questions for that, and I'm going to put it up there so you guys can see what it looks like. Do research, see what the rules are for your state, and also go ahead and get your certificate for, well, not certificate, loose leaf notarial certificate. That's a real word. And have those on hand in the event you're going to a healthcare facility. Just be prepared so you don't go out there and then the customer can't sign, can't get paid for the notary because they can't sign. So yes. All right. Forest Diva says, "Are you in Tampa?" No, but I am in Florida. So all the rules that Florida state, the notary laws and rules applies to everybody. And again, my mentoring is for everybody, no matter where you are. It's for everywhere. Okay. So wherever you are in the country, I can still mentor you. It's not an issue. All right, because we do have links for rules and laws for every single state. I just don't know them off the top of my head, so I can't tell you yes or no. All right, guys. So, anyways, guys, I've been with you guys now for about 2.5, 3 hours. I know we had some ins and outs with the network and all of that good stuff, but I want to say to you guys again, once more, I appreciate you guys so, so much. Thank you for all the love and support. Welcome to all my new subscribers, all my new family members, I should say, all my current family members. Thank you guys so much for the love and for all the support. Just want to recap what we discussed tonight. Mentorship is available, $100 down, $11.99 per month. That is general mentorship. It is kind of self-paced, which means you go to the platform, you get information, you have a 1 hour mentor call, one-on-one every month. You have live mentor meetings that you can join whenever we have those meetings. We normally send out emails to all our members to let them know so that they can go into the platform and join the live meeting. Um, the boot camp is going to be starting on November the 2nd. It's on a Monday. The total cost for the boot camp is going to be $500. It is a 3-month program. We have just now came up with a payment plan, which will be $250. This is an option. You can pay one time for $500, or you can choose the payment plan, which is going to be $250 by the 31st of October, or the full payment, and then the second payment on the 250 is going to be November the 15th. So one payment by October 31st, second payment by November 15th, and you're all set. You are not completely enrolled in the boot camp program, which is the 3-month program, until you have made your payment, either your 250 or your 500, whichever one works for you. All right, guys. The third thing I spoke about was the tax training program. I don't know where my brain went. Tax training program. Tax training program is almost closed. We have 2 spots available that we're willing to take on 2 more people. It is $300. It's a one-time payment. The program is going to close for the season as of October 31st. So I would suggest, if you want to get on as soon as possible, because we're going to shut it down completely for enrollments on October 31st. You will be responsible to go to the lessons that are pre-recorded and get caught up from there. And then in November, we will start training on the use of our software as well as bank products. The tax training program is a 80-20 split program, which means you receive 80% of everything that you earn or everything that you charge your clients. And there is a 20% that comes to us, 80% to you. We also give you tips and tricks and ways how to market your tax business. We do give you some instructions on how to gain and how to keep your clients. We also give you access to the bank products. So all the things that are available to all the big tax offices, the holiday loan, the refund advance loan, everything that our bank offers us, you can take advantage and you can offer that to your clients as well. All right. The tax season officially begins when the bank advises us that it's okay for us to actually transmit. We do not transmit returns without W-2s. That is a rule for the IRS. For those of you guys who do not know, I am an ERO and also a former employee of the IRS. So I am held at a higher standard as far as compliance is concerned. So I have strict rules on what I will or will not accept as far as my contractors, which are my preparers. All right. So if you're interested in that, please, that form is also available. It's on the community where you can sign up. I only have 2 slots. Once the slots are closed, I will update that information in the community that we can no longer take on any contractors for taxes. All right. Okay, what else did I say in this live? Oh, okay. And also for if you want to get in touch with me, I offer the mentorship so that you have access to me whenever you need assistance. If you have a simple yes or no question that you want to ask, you can most definitely do so. You can ask questions on the chat. Sorry, not the chat, but yeah, on the chat too. But in the comment section of any video, and I will go back and answer. I try to go back and answer as much comments as possible. And you can also send me a email if you have a simple question. Now, I'm going to tell you that if you have multiple questions, that means if every single day you're having to send me a message, that means you need mentoring, because there's not, I won't be available where you can speak to me like on my phone, on a phone call, or send me an email or message every single day, because I do have people that I mentor. Plus, we do take clients into our three office locations that we have now, two in North Carolina and one here in Florida. Then we also have our contractors that are sub offices that we work with as well. So we have a lot of work that we do. There are times when I have downtime, meaning I'm working from home and I can talk on the phone because I'm probably online doing taxes with a client. We have business clients that we do tax returns for, and I can talk. If I can talk at that time, that is awesome. But if I cannot, more than likely you would have to wait until I'm available. But if you need that access to me, I recommend you sign up for mentorship or sign up for boot camp. Boot camp will give you access to me and to my partner, that is the business manager. So either one of us will be able to help you. He is also a trained notary signing agent, tax professional, and fingerprint technician. So we are professionals at what we do. We're very knowledgeable about a lot of different things, different aspects about business, about notary, about signing agent, about taxes, about a lot of different things. So feel absolutely free to um, to trust that you're going to get the best information out there. All right. Ms. Brown says, so your contractors are good for the next season and have to renew each year? Yes. Our first group of contractors was 34 people. Yes, I know, right? 34. We stopped looking for a larger group of people, and we are more so focused on getting people that are ready to actually do business and that are willing to put the work in to build their business and build their clientele. So yes, they renew every year. I only have this year about 5 or 6 people that are returning. Everyone else is either independent or they move on to bigger and better things. And I support either one. To me, any progress is progress. So as long as you're not quitting, I support you. All right. Ashley says, on your side, it's saying 500 for the tax course. That is because that tax course you can't sign up for. So if you want to sign up for the tax course, let me put the link here so that you can sign up. You can submit an enrollment request, and then we'll send you a link for payment, because that course that's not even going to work. And that's just the regular price that we offer as well. So let me get you that link. I'll put it in the chat box. And again, guys, we only have 2 spots. So if you're really serious, you want to do the tax thing, then yes, please get on that now, because we're going to shut it down as soon as we have 2 more. We opened 10 slots, and we have 8 filled so far. So we only have 2 left. All right. We do send you guys a seasonal agreement that you sign that is a non-compete agreement, which means you're working for yourself and you are not competing with us. You're not going to work with a competitor. You're basically just working as a contractor for yourself, for your business, for your brand. But if you want to sign up, there's the link right there. And then it's going to ask you some questions, and then we're going to send you the link for payment after you have viewed and signed our agreement. All right. All right, guys. Anyone that has any questions? You guys have any questions? Are there any additional fees outside of the 20%? Miss Brown says. Miss Brown, so outside of the 20%, there is options that you can have fees charged. So you can choose to have your returns reviewed, and there is a fee for that. And that is mentioned in our agreement. Like, for example, if you want additional review, like you need someone to help you or walk through a return, yes, there's an option for that. Those fees are not very high either, but there is a fee for that. But we send that all of that to you in the agreement before you even pay, so that you know exactly what you're signing up for and what is available. Ms. Forex Diva, if you're anywhere in our area, anyone that's in the Jacksonville area, send me a message, because we're actually going to do a directory pretty soon for notaries all over the country. So please, let me know if you guys are in our areas, North Carolina or Florida. Forex Diva, is it Forex because you're a Forex trader or something to do with Forex? Is that something that you do? I'm just asking because I know my partner was asking me about Forex and stuff like that. So send me a message and let me know. Let me drop my email in the chat box. And guys, I have like, let me see, about 10 emails that I haven't replied to. I'm going to reply to them within the next 24 hours. So you guys look out for the emails. About 10 of them. Ms. Brown says that is understandable. Okay, awesome. We keep everything, guys, very transparent. That is something you will see with us. A lot of people will probably hide this in the corner and don't tell you till you get into it. No, we keep everything extremely transparent because we don't like confusion and we don't like misunderstandings either. A lot of people will come in and they will misunderstand something and they will get upset. We try as best as possible to be as clear as we can, give as much information as possible so that you know what you're signing up for. Okay? Awesome. All right, guys, it's 11:38. I think I am hungry. I might even be tired. But anyways, guys, I want to thank you all for the love and the support. Do you guys have any questions? And please, as you go throughout your week, as you go throughout your weekend, if you have questions, there's something that comes up, client that shows up, or whatever the case is, write it down, because when I come on live, it's your chance to go ahead and ask. Trust me. Linda says, you've really been on it tonight. You're going above and beyond. Thank you for being on point consistently. Thank you guys so much for the support. Ms. Brown says, thank you for everything. Linda Oliver says, thank you. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to go get probably fruit because it's so late and I just don't want to have nightmares from eating too much. So I'm going to go and get some fruit, drink some water, and go to sleep. I'm probably going to be up by 3 or 4 a.m., my partner and I, because we have tons of work to do. And I wish you guys all the best. I want you guys to stay safe. Don't forget about the homework I gave you, Mark of X and Signature Affixed by Notary. Do some research on it. I'll post a sample in the community as soon as I can get a screenshot of the form so you guys can see what it looks like. And also be sure that you guys snap screenshots and snap pictures of things that you see, any little thing that you see, write it down, don't get into the habit of just making note of things that you think will be useful to you in the future. Anything that comes up in the chat, information, for example, somebody saying, oh, you can sign up here, you can go here, you can do this, get into the habit of screenshotting. Okay. And then if you're going to buy a printer, say someone just came on and said they bought a $600 printer for $90. $90. Whew. That is some things we're also going to talk to you guys about, is how you can go about purchasing things for low prices and where you can look for those things. But that is awesome. That is absolutely awesome. All right, guys. So stay safe. Wear your mask. If you're in Florida like I am, the rate of COVID is going up again. Probably because people keep wearing their mask below their nose. I'm not going to say that's the only reason, but I'm just saying. Customer came in my office the other day, and his mask was, I'm going to show you what his mask was. Let me get a napkin. And then I'm going to get off the live. I'm going to leave you guys with this picture. I was like, sir, the mask goes up there. It covers both. your nose, and your mouth. Whatever you breathing in the air, it won't come out here. And whatever you speaking in the air, it won't come out here. This is not how you wear your mask. This ain't how you wear your mask either. Your mask is supposed to cover your nose and your mouth, and it's supposed to be sealed on the side so your stuff don't escape over here. Okay? Not here, not here. Most definitely. I'm just playing. But you guys get the idea. The mask is supposed to be covering your mouth and nose because that's how we keep each other safe. All right? You guys have a wonderful night. I will see you guys later.